welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Cleveland. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
That's around the 28-yard line.
Ready, cut.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And the Panthers, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Carolina.
On the run, it's Dowdle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Here's Sanders. Open man, that's Tillman. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Second down and 8. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of 2. Brings up
the completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Come on.
Throwing, Sanders. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that,
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Young's pass.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Let's go.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Out of the gun here, Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Jenkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Come on, set. Yellow.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 45. White. Ready.
Throwing, Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Ready.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
It's 2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Cut.
Young now. incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Let's go. 33, yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ready, set.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Black, 95.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Down. 60 red. 60 red.
Young off the play fake. They'll get this complete to Sanders, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 black.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Ready,
now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Black 40. Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On the ready.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22. Set.
Now Young. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Once again, Judkins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
50, green. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Get it. Keep going. Get it.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Yellow, 43.
Looking to throw, Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. To throw now. Here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's taken down inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ready.
Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter.
Panther 60. Go.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, you know, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question, because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
And now
line.
what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here is Young. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
It's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on.
Young to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
Ready?
Oh, he fakes the spike. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll get this up to about the 44.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a 2nd and 6. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Give up the middle, Jenkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready.
What? They can do.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Sanders to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down. On the handoff is Jenkins. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Ready.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Ready.
First down, right back to Jenkins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Ready.
A toss to Jenkins, running right. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
Count. Ready.
They'll give it to Jenkins. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on third and goal.
So on fourth down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Chalk it up. Throw it over. Say.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.